Hello, beautiful one. It's Omaji. And the Council of Light is also fully present to bring forward a bit of a teaching and remembering regarding how we function in this realm and metaphysically how this realm actually functions in collaboration with us. So we invite you to take a deep breath in. And we recognize that for many of you on a spiritual path, you may have already received this information. And we invite you to recognize that whenever we share in this way, there are energetic downloads as an aspect that you can receive if you choose to support you in a deeper understanding, a deeper remembering of the truth and the integrity with these teachings that allows you to move into greater empowerment with regard to functioning within the universal laws, if you will, of cause and effect. So we invite you to recognize that when we're functioning in the physical realm as a multidimensional being of light, it's helpful to remember and to cultivate the perception that the physical realm, the external, the outer, is the reflection. It is the feedback of what is actually running in our energetic fields, in our body Deva's energetic fields. And whatever we're seeing, tasting, touching, feeling, hearing out here is literally feedback, letting us know what belief systems we have running, what resonances, more importantly, we have running within our energetic fields, what magnetic attractions or patterns or programs are running, what distortions may be present in our energetic fields, which means the vibrations simply aren't in integrity with truth. They're not clear, they're not pure, they're not aligned with the truth of our being, because this experience is not reflecting as synchronicity, as love, as support, as freedom. And so when we begin to reframe our perception of how we are interacting and relating to this reflection of the physical realm, of our experience, we can begin to function in a way where we use the mirror as feedback as to what we are being invited to request to shift or change within our energetic fields. So for instance, an example, if we continually have the experience of feeling disempowered, and I'm being shown the example of at work or at school, I'm continually feeling disempowered in some way, or put down, or not enough. That's an indicator that there's something running in our energetic fields that's in agreement to that frequency. I'm not enough. I don't have. And also an indicator of where we could have given our power away at some point to an external source, and therefore we don't have it within ourselves activated to reflect as empowerment. So it can be a bit of a treasure hunt as you learn to navigate and discern, but the simple practice is to start where you are and to begin to use this physical expression in the physical dimension, this experience, as a way to consciously evolve. And what we would say is that that's the highest interpretation of what the physical realm is for. It's for your evolution. It's for you becoming conscious of what's actually unconscious within your energetic systems so that you can make a different choice, so that you can, in this now moment, regardless of how long this pattern has been running, this program has been running, this magnetic attraction has been running of I'm not enough, or I'm not safe, or I'm not supported, or I'm not loved. In this now moment, so we bring in some energy to help you, support you in stepping into your power now of choice, in the recognition that I can use whatever's showing up out here as an indicator of what wishes to shift within my energetic fields. And today, in this now moment, I can choose again. It doesn't matter how long this has been here. It doesn't matter how long I've identified as unworthy or felt like at the mercy of circumstances. Today, in this moment, I have the power of choice. And I'm conscious enough to be able to understand and hear this teaching, which is a huge indicator that I'm ready to step more into the truth of what I am and to invite my higher self, my body Davis higher self, to work with the energetic fields and the guides to reinterpret whatever this symbolizes in my energetic fields. Because on this day, I now choose to move into the truth of what I am as fully empowered, as more than enough, as fully safe and supported and free. And as you make that request, your higher self goes to work on your behalf to reprogram your energetic fields, to return to sender with love and consciousness what isn't yours, because you may have been trying to shift your mother's I'm not enough. And we can't shift it for someone else. But when we try to shift it for them, we actually bring it into our energetic fields trying to shift it. And then it becomes a part of the reflection we experience ourselves as. So because that energetic bundle of I'm not enough that we attempted to shift for mom is vibrating at that I'm not enough, it is in our energetic fields, it's going to project as that experience. And so if you've been a bit confused as to why you weren't able to shift something, even from the awareness of these teachings, you may be willing, if you choose, to look at, am I trying to shift something that isn't even mine? Is my body Deva trying to shift something that's not even its own? And you can invite your higher self, body Deva's higher self, to scan your energetic fields, to gather up all the energies and vibrations, the grids you're trying to shift for anybody else, ancestors, humanity, loved ones, co-workers, and return all those energetic grids, those bundles, those empathic sensations back to them, along with appropriate and relevant energetic information where they have the capacity to receive it. From the recognition that you can't shift it for them, that it's actually disempowering to them if you try to do it for them. It's like the personal trainer at the gym saying, here, let me lift that weight for you. They're not getting stronger. So will you allow them their own weights to lift, their own evolutionary fuel to evolve themselves, and let them hold the responsibility for shifting it for themselves, releasing all responsibility you took to shift it for them? Can you feel how that's a bit disempowering? Not from judgment, but from awareness. And this is the learning. When we can move into the recognition that it isn't helpful, that it's actually disempowering, and it doesn't do anyone any favors, because now they don't have the weights they need to lift to get stronger. And now we're trying to shift something we can't shift, and it's mucking up our own energetic fields and reflecting as karma that isn't even ours. And it gets very confusing and frustrating. We can begin to welcome new ways of being when we move into these recognitions, to retire the old mechanisms of codependence in favor of truth and sovereignty. And we're going to do one more step here, where we invite you at the level of your higher self, body David's higher self, to retrieve any of your energetic fabric of wanting, desire, attachment, gifts, wisdom, mastery off of everyone and everything that you placed on them, trying to shift them, trying to help them, trying to support them, trying to love them. Recognizing that this energetic fabric only works for you. It's only calibrated for you. Clean it, recalibrate it, reweave it in your own energetic field so that you actually have access to your empowerment, to your power, to your freedom, to your light. and you no longer function in a lack vibration that may have occurred when you appeared to separate from your fabric, your light that you gave away. Deep breath in. So in this beautiful energy of Thanksgiving, we're going to bring in a reinterpretation of what it really means to be of service. And it's not giving your light away. It's about you shining your light brilliantly for all to remember their own light, to cultivate their own light within themselves. And that's the way. That's the way. To be the light. To beam it pristinely, purely, unattached to anyone else doing it, only attached to you doing it. And we're going to model that for you, invite you into that remembering for yourself, where you get to have it, swim in it. It gets to reflect in your world because you haven't created the illusion of separation from you and your light. You can't give your resources away energetically. That's the codependent pattern. But you can show them how to fish for themselves. You can model how to cultivate it and access it within in a pure, co-creative way, in a sovereign way. Because if I'm whole and one with an infinite source is me, is my beam of light, then my infinite supply is within me. And as I reference it there, recognizing that this is my beam that I was created as, my resources are all contained within what I am. We encourage all other aspects of life into that same energetic stance where they get to have infinitely too. And everybody gets to have. And lack is a very distant memory because it's never really what we were designed to experience ourselves as, but we can create the illusion of it by simply moving out of integrity with the truth of what we are, getting disoriented and trying to give the reflection the power to choose for us what we get to have or not have, who we are. The reflection never had that power. The reflection is your gateway home to the degree that you use it as it's intended to liberate you. Deep breath in as we bring in that remembering and really inviting you into your power of choice and into the recalibration of you in this truth and in the perception of you as already having and already fully empowered. And are you willing to let go, to release and uncreate anything that's not allowing that for you? There's so much gratitude for you, for your courage, for your tenacity, and for your willingness to perceive clearly what your choices are, what's available to you, and how to work in and dance with a collaborative, co-creative way of being with regard to the physical realm, the external, using it for your liberation. If you found this transmission supportive for you, you can find more of our recordings on our YouTube channel and on our website at embracingtheinfinite.com. We look forward to connecting with you again soon and wish you a beautiful, perfect, honoring experience of this week and beyond. Much love.